Hey guys, it's Tox1c Maxwell here and welcome to episode 5 of the Schalke Showdown, the series that sees myself, Tox1c Maxwell, take on Tox1c Lemon to see who can win the league first with Schalke. Basically, the League Cup means nothing, the Champions League means nothing, the Europa League means nothing, it is all about winning the Bundesliga. As you can see, didn't do that first season, but we're going to go through that. We've got a lot of things to go through, the league table, new signings for next season, and as a bonus, because we had a really easy run, we have the German Cup final in this episode as well, so that's very pleasing and hopefully gives us a bit more money and a little bit more, a higher reputation boost in the new season. So we'll kick on with our fixtures to end the season. You last saw us at the Hoffenheim game, which was way back in the middle of March. We then travelled to Dortmund, disappointing 2-0 defeat there, Sven Bender with a double. Nothing really can say about that game. We played pretty poorly, a couple of players had okay performances, but in the end just Dortmund far too good. Home game against Leverkusen, and it was the late show here. It looked like it was going to finish 0-0, but Junior Karakia and Julian Draxler gave us a good victory. A disappointing trip to Hamburg, seen 2 goals in 2 minutes. Junior Kiasara with a goal before Can Ayan with a disappointing own goal gave the Hamburg, basically they gave them a point, which was disappointing, so players expected us to go win. The quarterfinals of the German Cup seen us have a home tie against fellow Bundesliga side Hertha Berlin. Rotated the side a little bit, but not too much, so we still went through. And it was Maxim Choupo-Moting and Jonas Gies with the goals to put us into the semi-final coming up just shortly. Bayern at home. We were so unlucky here. We had chance after chance. Draxler, Moting, Maya, you name it, Goretzka, they all had chances. We couldn't put it in the back of the net. And unfortunately, Xabi Alonso made us pay, and the champions got the victory. But we managed to pick our heads up for there, and then at the game against Frankfurt, we managed to win 1-0 here. Maxim Choupo-Moting with the goal, thankfully keeping a clean sheet and giving us a 3 points here. And then the German Cup semi-final, it was second tier Freiburg, who were our opponents, as 2 goals for Junior Agogo, 1 from the penalty spot, and goals from Florian Thauvin and Max Meyer allowed us to advance to the final, where of course we have Bayern. The rest of the Bundesliga, well, we kind of struggled to get across the line. We had a 2-2 draw against Gladbach. Raphael and Stindl put the away side 2-0 up before Julian Draxler and a late Franco De Santo goal gave us a point. And then a trip to Darmstadt, a place where we should be winning, saw Dominic Strong-Engel put the home side 1-0 up, and then 3 goals in 3 minutes. Can Ayan scoring a penalty for us, Ralph Farman then giving them an own goal to make it 2-1 before Julian Draxler got us a point. We pushed on, but unfortunately Moting and De Santo are 2 strikers and neither guy could put it in the back of the net, so it remained 2-2. But we eventually did make it into the Champions League spots thanks to a late win against Augsburg. Max Meyer put us 1-0 up. Tobias Werner made it was a little bit uneasy with a goal before half time, but Can Ayan with a beautiful goal, and then Florian Thauvin, the new signing, making it 3-1, pretty much confirming our Champions League group stage status for next season, which again helps reputation and a bit more money into the club. And then the last day of the season, last week, we unfortunately lost 1-0 against Stuttgart thanks to a Vednad Bisevic goal. What this means for the league championship, Bayern way out in front. Just got to go to the stages bit here and get to the league table. Bayern winning the league by 21 points ahead of Dortmund, 28 points ahead of us, so we've got a lot to improve on. But we managed to finish quite comfortably ahead of Werder Bremen and Wolfsburg, and a nice little gap ahead of Leverkusen as well, excuse me. So next up we've got the German Cup final, we'll play that, and then we'll go through our summer signings as well. We've done our business early because we had a decent budget for qualifying for the Champions League. And then we'll play through the playoff final and we'll see who qualifies for each award in the German awards, but I really think it'll be mostly Bayern Munich taking them. The team's already picked, the system's already really picked, I think. Maybe change it to defensive. But we'll be lined up with Ralph Farman, Ayan, Howadies, Nastasic, Karakia, Neudstatter, Kolanasnik, Goretzka, Maya, Draxler and De Santo. Substitutes Veklo, Ushida, Hoga, Agogo, Choupo-Moting, Thauvin and Matip. So not expecting much from this. It'd be great to get some silverware just to again give us a bit of a reputation boost, but overall I'm fearing the worst here, and I feel it could be a convincing Bayern Munich victory, as they're going 4-1, 4-1. Maybe take advantage of the fact that Kimmich is playing in there, the ageing legs of Ribery. Overall, I'm not very confident. Right, so we'll have, who's our best one? I think we'll go with Runhert. He just seems to have the best tactical knowledge and player judging ability. And we'll just say to the boys, a lot of you are keen to avenge what happened the last time. Go for something different, and hopefully that gets us some sort of decent result. Just need to put good early pressure on them. Let's see what we can do here in the Stasic. How it is, we've got to make probably most advantage and most use of our set plays. Another chance here, good early pressure. Come on boys. It's amazing that our corner taker's a centre back, but he's actually very good at set pieces. Like, he scored a few free kicks. Come on, there's lots of bodies in there, Goretzka, and they managed to get it cleared, and thankfully that ends the highlight, so nothing too bad there. Hopefully we can build up a good performance here. It would be awesome to win the German Cup. Even though it isn't really worth anything in the save, it would still be good to go to Tox so you can go, get it up, yeah, I've won the German Cup. But overall, more so Bayern coming into the game. 8 shots to 3, even in possession. But the longer it stays 0-0, you fancy we could maybe nick 1 goal and give ourselves a decent chance. But here's Bernat, here's David Alaba, Lewandowski, clear it, don't give away a penalty. Lewandowski, and it's on the rebound. How typical of Football Manager. Have you ever seen a game with so many rebounded goals? Anyway, it gets the ball here, turns 2 defenders, strikes it. Good save for Ralph Farman after deflection. But Lewandowski's quickest to it, and he puts it in the top corner. Typical, so how can we fix this? Well, we've got to go aggressive, we've got to say, come on, expect much better. Max Meyer, I think we'll keep, well, we'll take him off for Tauvin. I'll keep the system the same, and we'll see where we go from here. Maybe about 70 minutes is when we'll look to change it if it's still close. But overall, not a great performance. You ought to keep it trying as close to 1-0 as possible, and then you try and make your move. Here we go, Draxler. We can actually break here if somebody can catch up. Not they're going to get everybody back, but Draxler's still going, and decides to nearly find the guy in the like 10 million throw, because that was a terrible, terrible shot. So we'll go attacking now. We need to go for it. I think we'll bring on Ushida for Karakia, and we'll take off Howdies for Chupamatong. What this will mean is basically now going to a back 4, still keeping the complete wing backs. And what I'm going to play is going to play with 2 inside forwards in the sense of Tauvin and Chupamatong. In fact, actually, he'd probably better playing as the Draxler's just far better, I think, in that role, but it's just because I know I fitted him in there. And I think we'll try Chupamatong. Do you know what? No, fuck it, we'll go really attacking. We'll put him up there as a trick, so he's allowed to run with the ball. He's a bit bare in the middle, so what I think we might do then is just go a bit more direct. And we'll try obviously a much higher line, just try and, you know, push them right back and see what we can get for here. Not even bother with team talks. Don't let FM fool you and think that the tactics, team talks work for substitutes. They don't. It's just a stupid, unnecessary thing. Right, so we're going to go overload. And we're going to pause it, and we're going to give the team a team talk. We're just going to say to them, just to demand a little bit more from them, try and push them up and see if we can get this late equaliser. We take this to extra time, and that's going to end our hopes there. Use 3 subs, and FM puts you in the balls, and it means we're going to finish the game with 10 men. So what we're going to do, Kanayan will play at the back himself, and it's going to be Nastasic target man. But I think that injury certainly cost us, which is shit. Yeah, I don't see us getting a hold of the ball. I think they're going to just control the game, the extra man advantage, and see the game out, which is a fucking shame, but that is FM for you. And here's Lewandowski. We get a chance to kill it here. Gotza, good tackle from Yoshida. Unfortunately, they managed to pick it back up, and I think they'll just play past the parcel with the ball for a little bit here. There's Thomas Müller to Gotza. Good save again. from Ralph Farman. But yeah, it's looking pretty much like Bayern are going to win. It's disappointing, but I'd rather, if we get that win against Bayern in the league, it could be more effective than a win in the cup, So it was an easy run to get here. I even played a couple of reserve teams and we still went through a couple of rounds, so it's one of those things. I think it's really impacted anything else. We were out of Europe anyway, so it gives extra folk game time. But it's just a shame on the day Bayern's best 11 was far better. And our best 11, and there's the victory for Bayern. We'll say the boys though, can't fault you for effort. It's just one of those games. We can look into as many statistics and anything, but Bayern on the day and are a better team than us. It's just the way it works out. So what we'll do is we'll quickly skip through these news items. I think that's just really just talking about building up the cup final, a little bit of takeover. That's quite cool to see. Apart from that, I say we'll look at the new signings in a second, and then Muller will win the Scottish Cup. That's very rare that Muller will actually have success in this game and qualify for the Euro Cup. So we'll just skip through there. Bayern celebrating the double. We've lost the game. De Santo out for 3 to 4 weeks. 200k. And then another 1.48 million side. Decent. It's okay money. It could end up being that one player. I say we'll just quickly skip it. I was looking at Elias Kachunga as another striker, but I think I'll just cancel that once you see who our strikers are. We're just really fast forwarding to the 31st just to see the German playoff, which effectively ends the season in Germany, and that's after that where you'll get your likes of your all your awards, and basically as they start to get ready for next season. So hopefully the Bundesliga side goes down. I think it's Hanover. See, Bayern set a new defensive record. That's a couple of words there. But we'll just get a team meeting while we're here as well. Going to qualify for the Champions League. I think that's being realistic at this moment. It's only 2 guys that will probably sold at one point that are complaining. Our end of season review, stable. It's what was expected. They're very happy with Maya, and they're very happy with Florent Thauvin. So nothing else really of note there. A couple of players that's off on us, but if you think we can afford Kevin De Bruyne, then good luck with that. I think we'll just go with 6 weeks of pre-season. I think 7's too much. I don't need to do anything with my contracts. I always leave my contracts till last minute, but this is really just to process through while Leverkusen get Klopp. But to process through to this match, Kaiserslautern versus Hanover, where Kaiserslautern have been promoted to the Bundesliga. So that's fine. So it's going to be in the Bundesliga next year, Kaiserslautern, and it's going to be Red Bull Leipzig and Dusseldorf that will join us. And what should happen is, if I keep hitting continue, we'll get all the awards for the various things. See, we're losing Gersping to retirement. Let's see, it'll be here somewhere. This is what happens when you load so many leagues up. There we go. So Lewandowski wins the German Footballer of the Year. He was obviously going to be the top goal scorer. That's completely understandable. De Bruyne in second place and Thomas Müller in third. Your Players Player of the Year went to Henrik Mkhitaryan, Salahovic of Leverkusen and Jidong Wong, if you remember him from Sunderland, of Augsburg, finishing in third place. Lewandowski top goal scorer ahead of Jidong Wong and our Christian Huntelaar, who's still out for a long time. So I think he could have maybe put him close, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things. Best young player went to the youngster Levin Ozatunale of Leverkusen. He used to play for Schalke. That was Hamburg. I knew I recognised the name from somewhere. It's another good young player that's obviously turned up at Leverkusen, so he wins that. Runners up there were Robert Boyer and Ashton Gotts from Ingolstadt and Hamburg. Manager of the Year went to Werder Bremen's Viktor Shkirnup. That's how you pronounce it. The Ukrainian was guiding them into the Champions League after a poor season last year. Guardiola and Thomas Tuchel just behind him. And then the same kind of situation for the Players Manager of the Year. The Team of the Year, we got no one in it. We had Timo Horn, Emmanuel Assua, Mats Hummels, Mehdi Benatia, Philip Lahm, Marco Reus, Kevin De Bruyne, Son Heung-min, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Thomas Müller and Lewandowski. And the Players Team of the Year is just the exact same. Apart from that, all else we have to really close up for this season is of course our new signings. I've done some business early once the £16 million budget came in, and I can confirm that some of the guys coming in at the moment are Baba Rahman, who obviously we started this save before his move to Chelsea. So he's coming in from Augsburg for £5 million. Reason for this is I feel one of Agogo or Kolasinac will go in the summer. I think they'll go for big money. So why not bring in another player that can go for big money down the line? Is obviously known to be very good in Football Manager. Was going to be cheap coming from Augsburg, and can play also a bit further forward as well. Should we want to change system? So very happy with him coming in. We then put in a big massive £7.5 million bid plus 20% of his next sale for Antonio Rudiger. A lot of money, but we all know Rudiger again can turn into one of the best players in the game. Really, strength, pace, energy, really good young German defender. And again, stealing him from somewhere in Germany. If we want to win this, winning it with a German team would make it even better. We did look at Elias Kachunga to be our third choice striker, but in the end, to replace Krashan Huntelaar, we've went with Chicharito on a Bosman, available from Man U after his contract's expired. And I just feel if we can get the players to give him chances, he can put the ball in the back of the net. But overall, a decent season, third in the league. I'm not overly upset with that. That was decent. Fair enough, got a good bit behind Bayern, but we can work on that and just hope that Jordan hasn't won the league. German Cup, get to the final, lose to Bayern. Again, that's a bit showing that in a cup competition we can beat any of the day, apart from Bayern. And then the Europa League is great, but we want to win the Champions League, and really, if we can get into the Champions League last 16, good money attracts a better standard of player. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys, as I get ready for episode 6, which should be, as far as I'm aware, my team against Tox1c team. And of course, guys, if you've watched this video, please go over and watch Jordan's side of it as well, see how he's getting on. Subscribe, like, you name it on Jordan's, give him all support you can. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, guys, hit the like button. If you get any comments regarding this, if there's any kind of saves you'd like to see, maybe even before FM16 comes out, or any saves you'd like to see for FM16, let me know in the comment section below. But apart from that, guys, thank you as always for watching, and I shall see you hopefully for that big clash, me versus Jordan, in episode 6. So this is Tox1c Maxwell, and I'll speak to you all real soon. Bye bye.